Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Welcome back for another News I Missed, where I go over news I missed. There's a lot of news floating around the cryptocurrency space, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. Cross-chain or blockchain interoperability research could finally be reaping results, with multiple projects launching interoperability protocols this week. Ontology, Neo, and Switcheo, have collaborated to launch the Heterogenesis Interoperability Protocol Alliance Poly Network, while the Near project has launched the Rainbow Bridge, which is going to be connecting Near and Ethereum. Blockchains have long been seen as silos of data with no real ability to interact with each other. This has forced developers to choose between blockchains based on their existing ecosystem, their scalability, or their fees. Ontology co-founder Andy G shared that there's one reason behind his new development. He said, cross-chain interoperability is becoming increasingly important as we focus on moving away from a siloed way of working. Near engineer manager Maxim Zavorshinsky explained that their new protocol will help developers as they no longer are forced to choose between blockchains or solutions that are not the perfect fit. Speaking on behalf of developers, he said, "We want to freely move our assets and data between blockchains, or even better, run our products on several blockchains at the same time and leverage each of them." Yes, this is going to be a very major thing. They were talking about this in 2013. Cross-chain atomic swaps was kind of the phrase that was being used, but now it seems to be cross-chain interoperability, which is absolutely wonderful. This will, I think, how do I say this? I think a lot of the coins who join onto these projects will probably perform better than other ones who do not. The idea of being interoperable and having your coins or your projects running on multiple blockchains at the exact same time does a lot for its value, dare I say. Also in the last video, I don't know if you guys were paying attention. I mean, I paid attention. Ontology and Neo were also going up in price, and I was like, why are they going up in price? And I assume it's because they're now linked together, so therefore that makes a lot more sense. And there was another coin. It wasn't Ontology, it wasn't Neo, it was some other coin. I remember which one it was, but that one was also rising in price, so I assume that also has been connected to some other blockchain thingamajig over the last couple of days as well. Here's an article for the ETH Near Rainbow Bridge. Cool. I think we needed stuff like this for a while. I'm glad that they're finally getting it. And this is why I think we see a lot of coins kind of doing what Tether did, or what Tether is doing, where they have like Tether's running on like 7 different blockchains at the moment. But I think we're going to see more of that. It also only helps to increase the amount of decentralization for certain projects. Like, you have it on multiple blockchains, and therefore it can't be taken down if they take down one single blockchain, if that blockchain's nodes all happen to go offline at the exact same time. So kind of cool. We're definitely going to see more of this. Not even a hope that we see more of this. We're going to see a lot more of this. And I think the major end goal is to kind of just have all the at least top 50 coins, if not top 20 or top 10 coins, kind of be linked to each other in some sort of way that you can kind of just use them all at the exact same time. Yeah. Very cool. Let's move on. Next up, Ripple continues to poach high-profile talent from legacy finance giants in an effort to expand its XRP markets infrastructure. This month, the global payment startup hired Aditya Turakia to serve as senior manager of its global institutional markets team. Turakia previously spent years at Goldman Sachs, including 2 at the firm's executive director of global FX and emerging markets franchise management. That sounds really fancy. Before that, he worked as an analyst or FX analyst for Goldman in Bangalore, India, as a junior trader at Flow Traders in Singapore. A recent Ripple job advertisement for a similar position indicated that its global institutional markets team is responsible for expanding XRP liquidity and developing institutional relationships with entities like market makers, brokers, and exchanges. It's not Ripple's first Goldman hire. In May 2019, they hired former Goldman executive Brian Madigan to serve as vice president and head of institutional markets team. Cool. A role she still appears to fill. Absolutely wonderful. Of course, they're still hiring. I think if any cryptocurrency company right now is not hiring, they're probably going broke or just don't have the money and will soon be broker than they currently are. Of course, they're going to continue hiring. I guess the news constantly is that Ripple seems to only be hiring like former banking executives, which I guess kind of goes hand in hand with their entire mantra. But yeah, of course, they're still hiring people. And I always wonder what's happening behind the scenes with a lot of these things. Like, what's the end goal? Never mind. What I was going to say makes sense, but kind of doesn't really make sense. It's kind of like I wonder what's happening behind the scenes. Like, I wonder if a lot of these cryptocurrency projects are also not trading coins themselves, but like getting other people from these institutions, like from Goldman Sachs, to also start trading their coins as well. If that makes any sense. Does it make sense? No? All right, well, then we'll just move on then. Fine, I get it. It's cool. It's fine. I got it. Next up. Also in popular news, the UK's Financial Conduct Authority has granted operational licenses to 2 crypto exchanges operating within the country. They are Arcax, that is ARCHAX, and the UK branch of Gemini. According to the Financial Conduct Authority website, both Arcax and Gemini Europe Services are currently registered in the United Kingdom as crypto asset firms as of the 18th of August and the 19th of August. Both crypto exchanges had to meet compliance requirements for AML and CFT regulations, which are mandatory as of the 10th of January. Wonderful. Arcax said in a 19th of August blog post that the FCA's decision had made it the first ever FCA-regulated digital securities exchange and custodian in the UK. More than a month ago, Kraken claimed to have become the first crypto exchange licensed by the FCA. Who cares about being the first as long as you're there? Like, are people like, oh my gosh, like, guys, like, their website's terrible, but they were the first, so therefore we have to use them. Like, what is that? It's like a very childish thing. Like, it's me. I got here first. I signed the paperwork. I did it. It's like no one actually cares that you were the first. The news being that the Gemini twins apparently are now registered as well in the United Kingdom. I mean, they're also not the most popular crypto exchange in America, so I'm going to assume they're probably not going to be the most popular in the UK. I mean, I could be completely wrong. We'll see in 5 years, but just, logic. Anyway, so I guess the major news would be that cryptocurrency exchanges are still trying to spread their wings and move to other countries because a lot of them have not only left the US already, but are, I think, finally coming to terms with the idea that we may not get proper cryptocurrency regulation inside the US for a very long time. And yeah, so good job, Gemini twins, for doing what other companies did about 3 years ago. But all right, I'm gonna move on because they're just so boring. They're just so boring in everything that they do. Anyway, that's the Gemini twin news, and let's move on. This also, yes, this was it. Got it. This one makes more sense. The first cryptocurrency-backed loan issued in Russia reportedly used Waves, the cryptocurrency Waves, an open network and decentralized platform for Web3 applications. Wonderful. According to a report published by Russian news outlet Kommersant, the crypto-backed loan was issued by commercial bank Expo Bank. Waves' founder and CEO Alexander Ivanov confirmed the report on social media. Oh, okay, cool, wonderful. Pointing out that Waves token were used as collateral. That's the tweet. Wonderful. Kommersant's report details the loan was issued to local entrepreneur Mikhail Uspensky, who is currently committed to keeping the Waves token. Okay. At press time, each token is around $4 after moving up from $1.80 earlier this month. Their all-time high was $13 in December 2017. The report cites legal exports were reportedly confident. I don't care. The point is, here's the actual website. I can't read this, so I just assume with the woman walking by with Bitcoin in the background that it's about what we were just talking about. This makes sense. We were just talking about why was Waves moving up in price, and I was like, that doesn't, Waves, no one's using Waves. Apparently someone is, and there we go. This is why news is very important, and you have to keep digging around. Even if it's a news I missed video, it does start to make a lot more sense for the situation. So there was a loan in Russia using Waves, and the loan happened. And now the guy plans on keeping his Waves, and that caused Waves to go up from $1.80 to $4. Wow. Yeah. Yay. That's the Waves news. This was not, I want to say not unpopular, but it was definitely floating around a couple of places. Kind of cool, I guess, because we never really hear about Waves. I don't own any Waves. I don't care about Waves. It's just more of a cool. It's nice to see that crypto is being used. Wonderful. Let's move on. Next up, back in April, banking giant Capital One filed a patent for an AI-based crypto fact-checking platform. The patent is now officially published. Will it find enough takers given the bank's massive 2019 data breach? Wow, that is harsh. I was not expecting that. According to Capital One's patent, its artificial intelligence-led platform will dissect publicly available cryptocurrency information online to help traders make informed decisions on their crypto bets. This translates to sifting through. Wow, sifting. I haven't seen that word since I was like 8. Sifting through all digital asset communication on the internet, ranging from popular platforms like Telegram, Twitter, Reddit, blah, blah, blah. The AI-based credibility analysis engine, what a name, would then measure the available information against official sources to put a prediction as to where the cryptocurrency market is heading. Consequently, crypto traders could utilize, it's like a prediction platform, kind of. Did anyone watch, maybe some of you did, Westworld Season 3? Anybody? Any hands? It's kind of like that computer. Predictions and stuff like that. And it says, why does Capital One think it's useful? Because as per the corporation's claims to the patent, it would be impossible for human traders to track, digest, decipher, and trade on the entire breadth of cryptocurrency intelligence alone. So apparently, I don't know. Are they creating their own cryptocurrency platform, or are they doing it as a way for people to figure out where the market is going to go? But it then becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Imagine if you have millions of people around the world, very heavy-handed traders who are going to be using Capital One's thing, and one day it's like Bitcoin going to 95,000, and these million traders are like, okay, it's been right the last 4 times, therefore it has to be right now. Dump as much money as possible into it. Bitcoin rises by $5,000 over the course of a couple of hours. Everyone else is like, oh my gosh, it rose by 5,000. Everyone starts dumping their money into it. I don't know. Am I just not thinking in a more computerized, technical way? Or so apparently Capital One is getting into the cryptocurrency game. I don't know if they're going to have their own platform, but they're trying to make like a prediction AI service for it to let other people know where the market's going to go. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you could have it one day say like Bitcoin's going to fall down to 4,000. And then everyone starts panic selling, and then Bitcoin starts going down in price. And the computer was right then. The computer called it. But if you have enough, okay. In the world that we live in, information spreads rapidly. And if you release a certain type of information that enough people read, it then changes their mindset or how they think about something, or even their feelings towards a particular market. Remember when we had all the news in the last 2 years, not this year, but the years before? It was just negative news about how crypto was going to continue falling. The crypto market was going down, and I saw tons of people in the comment section saying, I'm scared now. And they started selling off all their crypto, and then we fell down to 3,500. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy. If enough people say something negative about it, then of course something negative is going to happen, because that fear eventually penetrates the mind. Like I said, maybe just because I'm not a computer, maybe I don't understand it as much as I should, but Something seems a bit off. Next up, the crypto exchange Kraken will apparently enable trading and staking services for Polkadot. Oh, they did it days ago. That's why it's news I missed. The addition comes shortly after the sharding multi-chain network raised over $40 million in its second private token sale. According to a statement from the U.S. exchange Kraken, Polkadot is coming to Kraken, but not without important changes before trading begins. During Polkadot's first stakeholder vote, open to any DOT token holder. I remember how old is this ICO? I had a friend who was interested in Polkadot in like 2017. Has it really been that long? The community decided to redenominate the coins 3 days after transactions are enabled. As a result, transactions on Polkadot network will begin on the 18th of August, but all DOT tokens will be redenominated by a factor of 100 on the 21st of August. Essentially, the process of redenomination will change how DOT is defined in terms of its smallest unit. The account is the plank. In other words, one DOT before the 21st of August held in a private account would automatically convert to 100 DOT after that date. However, the number of planks in the wallet will not change. When people say that the cryptocurrency space is difficult and is just always doing too much, and it's imagine trying to explain. It's already difficult explaining Bitcoin to some people. Nonetheless, explaining like the SHA-256 mining algorithm and what it and all these other things. Imagine trying to explain to someone. Whatever. The point is, I remember the name Polkadot being thrown around a lot. Does it say the date of the ICO? I guess not. The popular exchange also asserted that it will allow staking for DOT with a 12% fixed annual reward, paid twice per week. Users can start staking immediately with no waiting period. Okay, well, 12% annual return. I want to check and see if they actually have a... I don't think they're listed on many cryptocurrency exchanges, or maybe the price... Maybe they're so low in the rankings because they're so new, but a 12% fixed annual reward is interesting because many of the other, even the other DeFi tokens that we saw floating around, had fluctuating annual interest rates. If this is a 12%, I wonder what that does for the inflationary price of the coin. 12% is kind of a lot, especially when countries usually aim for the 2 to 3%. But if the cryptocurrency market goes up, that could be a pretty penny right there. Not telling anyone to get into it is more of a me thinking out loud kind of thing. Yeah, no data when the ICO happened, but I remember this. It's been years. So apparently it finally launched. Wonderful for them. If you have Polkadots, then... I don't know. I never know how to end these things. Like it's always kind of weird because I always try to end it like on like a nice note or like, yeah, that's wonderful. Let the sun shine in. But I never know how to really like, will this coin do well? Who knows? There were many other coins and late ICOs that kind of popped up, but we don't hear about them anymore. They're not in the top 100 coins. They've lost funding. No one really cares about them anymore. So... Maybe this will do well. Maybe it'll be one of the bigger staking coins, but we really, only time will tell. And to finish things off, Google Trends data has revealed that the number of buy crypto searches has exploded worldwide in the past few weeks to a 2-year high. Simultaneously, the buy Bitcoin searches, which jumped prior to the 2020 halving and decreased immediately after, have increased since late July. According to Google Trends, buy crypto searches reached an all-time high rather expectedly during the parabolic price increase of 2017 and early 2018 as the market was exploding with double and even triple price. Oh my gosh, if you weren't here in 2017, you are in for a treat whenever we do have this major run up in price. And I mean an actual treat. Like you are going to wake up some days and realize that you've made a huge swath of money. It is going to completely... It's going to cause you to go a bit crazy. and is also going to cause a lot of people to start throwing money into the market. It was really insane waking up and seeing the price increases. However, as all the cryptocurrencies went into a multi-year long bear market, prices fell by 95% on some occasions, and so did Google searches. They picked up in mid-2019, but dropped down after. In the past few weeks, the trend has reversed. Google trends illustrate a few consecutive yearly highs starting from the 26th of July. Here's a little chart right here. Here's 2017, obviously. Here's 2019. I think we hit $14,000, and then we fell back down, and here we are again. We passed by 12,000. We're higher than the 14,000 move up. Could it be that we are still going to continue to go up in price like we did in 2017? Nobody knows. But this spike is looking mighty spike-alicious. I don't know what word I was trying to look for. It looks like it's on a clear trend path, and I think we probably just have to pass by 14,000 for this to really spike up. It's always a shame that people get into crypto and look for buy Bitcoin after it's passed by these highs. Like, how many of these people would have loved to have gotten into Bitcoin when it was 7,000 or 8,000? And instead they get into it when it's double the price? It's a little, I guess it's just human nature, I suppose. But it's a very good indication that people are at least interested in getting into or getting back into the cryptocurrency market when Google search trends begin to rise. We'll obviously see as time goes on, but I think we have a very bright future ahead of us, especially when it comes to the amount of people who are probably sitting on the sidelines looking for an opportunity to be able to get into the cryptocurrency market, because there's just a lot of money to be made. I'm trying not to hype it up. I'm really not. But 2017 was really otherworldly. That's the only way that I can kind of explain it to all of you. Yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I do hope that you all enjoyed. I do hope you all continue to have a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening. Wherever you are, wherever you might be, I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Oh, the same like photo. Makes sense. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.